Hey, what's up? It's your boy GiantKilla from the Groove House family, and you're tuned into the Byrd Catch Up. Pretty much since the last project I released, I've been working on my new stuff, my new music, and apart from that, bro, just gigging, trying to gig at least twice a month or 3 times a month, from open mics to fundraisers to even like little kids' birthday parties, bro, you name it. That's what I've been trying to do. So far it's been pretty cool. I'm just letting the listeners have a choice, like a different variety. I know at first when I came out it was more just like borderline good, catchy, friendly stuff, but whereas now it's a bit more based on the hip hop. So with us in the team, we're just trying to push out more of the lyrical side of things, and it's good too because the game in New Zealand right now is pretty healthy. The hip hop community here, like locally, everyone's contributing, and it's good. It keeps everyone on their toes, and so on our end, we're just trying to keep doing us and keep trying to raise the level for ourselves. Yeah.
Props to our mothers and the ones who keep it real, don't let them.
I was blessed to have a musical family, so I grew up around music. It was around me all the time, and so big ups to Pele and D. They were always around with it, and they never forced it on me, which was cool. But it just came to a point where it was there, you know, pads, pens, you name it. It was always lying around the tables, and music was always playing in the background. Similar to most Polynesian families or most people that grow up around South Auckland. So, you know, hip hop was always around. It was like another brother in the home. And one day I just wanted to be a rapper, and then came about. So, yeah.
She tries, but working long nights and the overtime.
Pretty much with the States, bro. For me personally, as an artist and as a person as well, I'm looking to grow, and I kind of need sometimes I feel like in life we need to take a risk. Moving there, it's a big step, and a lot of people are questioning it. But for me as an artist, I need to grow, and I feel like I'm going out there in the wilderness. This is my 40 nights in the wilderness for me, and I'm just going out there and seeing what it's like out there, and you know, kicking down some doors if I can, or even a little window or whatever. It's about their grind and their hustle, and we just want to give it a shot, pretty much. So without giving it, just give it 100%, bro. And so that's what the move is to the States, and just see what it's like over there, and see what we can get from it, really.
All right, check it out.
The pipeline for me is my next album called GK23. We're supposed to release it May 8th, 2014 this year, but a few things popped up, so apologies to everyone that kind of waited for it. So the new album, it's pretty much something different. Like I said, it's more lyrical based and more of a variety, so kind of giving the people a platter, and then they can pick from it, kind of like a buffet style thing. And this time the difference with this album and the first project was more in-house, so it's more of everyone that within the team, whereas this one we've kind of opened the door and we've let other people kind of come in and have a touch of the music and stuff.
Let them know what's up, ByrdGang.
GK23, the title GK23 obviously is, and I see this is a bit of a reveal, that's my age right now. I'm 23 years old, and see that I'm always bringing it back to me, because this whole thing is me. Being 23, I'm at a stage in my life where it's make or break. I mean, you know, it's make or break. There's certain decisions in life that I need to make right now that I could either benefit from 10 years from now, or I can cry and sulk from 10 years from now. So 23, it's about that winning shot, and one of my heroes is Michael Jordan, so we link it back there. Michael Jordan was always trusted with the winning shot, you know, whether it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds on the clock, he always took it. And let's just be honest, you know, 9 times out of 10 he got it in, and that's where 23 for me personally is, because of this project. It's stretching back to when I first started hip-hop to now. I feel like 23, my age right now, is that tender age to take that shot, like in life, and that's why I titled the album GK23. Apart from him being my hero, I feel like personally this is my time to take that final shot, and I feel like there's people out there that are depending on me. So big ups to all the day oneers, all the people like on Beaver, shout for giving me hearts and stuff on Beaver, and that are still following today, to Instagram and everything else. And So that's where the concept of the title comes from. It's me personally, as well as, you know, putting my heart on the sleeve and kind of letting the world on the inside of what's been happening in my brains the last 18 months. Production wise, obviously productions done by the Group Junkies, or D.Fulivai again. So I needed to keep it authentic to myself and still personal. But with the features and stuff, I've got the Crusader, got Scribe on the track. We've got A Limit, one of the usos from Oz, one of my hometown, one of my childhood friends. What's crazy with this cat, we recorded when we were younger, and then out of nowhere he fell off the scene. He did his family thing, and then on SoundCloud all of a sudden he was popping up tracks again, so we flipped him over. So it's up to J-Rom out in Australia, and then had to reach out to some of the brothers out west as well. So a crew, Sky High from the Immigrants, we've got him on a track. So it's really that real Aotearoa hip hop feel. It's still there, and just of course the Groove House family's on there as well. But big ups to everyone that reached out, and also with the lyrical content as well on this. It's been about a year since I've been in the studio, so it's kind of showcasing what life was like before my first project dropped, and kind of like what life is like now with social media and putting out music, and the difference between what happens when you're grinding to get your music out there, and the difference now that there's a little bit of attention. I wouldn't say there's heaps of attention on me right now, but just enough. So I mean, I just touch base on that. And also with collaborations as well, just one more is I got a chick named Millie Grant. She does a lot of Broadway and a lot of acting and theatre. Currently she's in Scotland right now, on the doing theatre over there with the Factory. So we've got her on the hook. So something different, you know, just giving everyone a buffet. Like I said before, it's a buffet for everyone, and that way we cover all corners, man, and no one can kind of downgrade the project, because we've put a lot of tears and sweat into it.
Friends, they got you, they know the deal. I gotta keep it cool.
Cool. With Hulk Smash, the concept of the whole song obviously was the mindset of a fighter. I guess when it comes to fighting, like a lot of people tend to quickly go to like the ring and whatnot, but I mean, all of us have our own personal fights and our own ways of approaching a challenge. So with Hulk Smash, in general, if you listen to the beat closely, there's the Samoan Pake in the background. So with D, we kind of sat down and we wanted to make a song that could amp up people on their way to, as if you're walking to the ring yourself, you know. So a lot of the cats now, if you check it out on Facebook and Instagram, a lot of the cats now are pumping them weights, and you know, a lot of the usos and tokos are doing the training, and we wanted to push out a song as well that could help them with their training and their own personal goals. So if you listen closely to Hulk Smash, it's got the Samoan Pake in the background. That's keeping that Polynesian flavour in there. And then for me personally too, I really do similar beats to Hulk Smash. So it's got that real 808 kind of beat to it, and the clap. And so we just wanted to smash it out real lyrically, but also come tough with the music as well. So the Pake, that's like a cultural heritage, and that's a salute to our Polynesian people, and salute to the ones that have come onto the shore, as well as the tangata whenua here as well. You know, everyone's got their own warrior stories from their own countries, and we just wanted to pay homage to that. And so if you hear closely, it's got a Pake in the background, and that's kind of like the war cry, or you know, the war drill for all the soldiers to suit up and let's go to battle kind of thing. So yeah. So with the music video too, just touching base with saying that it's a tip to the hat of our Polynesian people. If you notice, it's got mainly our brothers that play sport and that have kind of cracked it in the sporting realm. So you know, you got the All Blacks, and you got like the Ikali Tahi. You got everybody on there from rugby league, even to you know, some of the brothers that have passed on, like rest in peace Sonny Schmidt, Junior Se'au, Sunny Fai. You know, we got them all in there, and the reason why we put them in there, because I know 20 years ago our people didn't have people to look up to on TV, whereas now it's normal to kind of tune into TV and you see a brown face on there, or you see someone that kind of looks like you on there. So what we wanted to do was still paste it on there and be like, to our kids that are coming through, whether it's sport, music, even education, like we're getting more people of our people graduating now. What we wanted to do was remind them, like, hey, you know, if these fellas can crack it, then you guys can crack it too, you know. And that's all. I guess all of us are just helping each other push something positive, and there's so much negative images out there, and we just want to push something positive. And you know, with these guys, same thing. These guys put out a goal. These guys had long-term goals, short-term goals. They had a plan, and they moved in there at their right time, and they got what they deserved. And that's what the video is about. And also, one of the shots has one of the tokos from the States, Young LB, who also released his album Cups and Good Bud, which I'm featured on as well. So cop that, support the toko as well, and give us some likes. And so it's got him featured in the video as well. And we got the people, the crowd, and that was just shot at one of the shows. We popped the camera out for fun, and everyone got into it, and that's just what it's about, bro. It's about involving everyone, I guess, and none of this us and them buzz. It's everyone together. So yeah. Alright, I get this Christian quite a bit, and I'm not even gonna lie. One person I'm gunning for, and if they're watching this too, is Brooke Fraser. Heck yeah, man! I know I could make a mean song with Brooke Fraser. That's out of the box too. But I mean, Brooke Fraser is definitely one. Dave Dobbin. I know some of our brothers have done tracks with Dave Dobbin. Bro, that guy's sick. That's on a local scene. Eva Lampkin, she's dope too. Who else is out there? And then on the international scene, of course you gotta. There's too many to pick from actually on the international scene, but I mean for the local it would be Brooke Fraser, Dave Dobbin, and Eva Lampkin. Those are the three. So if they're watching this, I'm easy to access. I'm easy to flick an email to. Just hit me up, and yeah. Pretty much my encouragement would be just keep going. And I know it's cliche, like a lot of artists say stuff like keep going and keep doing this and keep doing that, but I'm just gonna say from personal experience, like this is for artists out there that are still sitting there and still waiting to take that step and putting their music out there. Like even the greats, you know, with all like greats as well as us, the semi-pros or the people that are pro, like we've all been in the same position where we've sat there and listened to the radio and we've wanted our music out there. And for those that are still on the fence right now, man, I encourage you, like you would know the right timing, and just do it at your timing, do it at your pace. There's no rush. There's no rush, and suss out your goals too. A lot of the cats come into the game with no goals, kind of like us too. We kind of came in with no goals, some of us, and we're walking around blindly. But what I gotta say is suss out a plan, make some goals, like a long-term goal and some short-term goals, and then kind of smash it out one by one. And that's that kind of links back to the song Hulk Smash. That's on YouTube right now, the first single from GK23. It's about going at a challenge full speed. And I'll never knock a man, because everyone has their own challenges every day. Everyone has their own giants they have to kill. So that's my advice, is long-term goals, short-term goals as well, and be smart about it and do it at your own time as well. So that's my encouragement, and keep it up. New Zealand hip hop, keep it up.
Pretty girls and the homies gathered all